Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We're from Group 2 and today we will discuss about phonetics. Before we start, by praising the name of God who is all loving and compassionate, who has given us the opportunity in the discussion. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nurul Mutmainah.
I am Trivana Dewi.
And I'm Nanda Suci Ramadhani.
And today we will discuss about phonetics. Before we start, let we say Bismillah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So, I will start with the question number 1. After reading the definitions of phonetics from 2 distinct sources, what is phonetic? Define it using your own word. We can start from Trivana Dewi. How about you?
In my opinion, phonetic is the study of speech organ, speech sound, and speech sound production used by humans for human language media, which has organ as the mouth, throat, nasal cavity, and the sinus. The production sound, which has 2 braces. And the one is articulated phonetics, and number 2 acoustic, and number 3 auditory. And this is my opinion.
Wow, that is good opinion. How about you, Nanda Suci Ramadhani?
But I think phonetics is a branch of linguistic that focuses on production and classification of the speech sound. The production of speech looks at the interaction of different vocal organs, for example, the lips, tongue, and teeth. By classification by classification of speech, we focus on the sorting of speech sound into categories, which can be seen what is called the International Phonetics Alphabet.
I think so. That is your opinion. And for me, phonetics is often defined as a branch of linguistics with dealing of structure of language. It means that phonetics studies the sound, their classification, and then distribution. Okay, we can go. For me, consonant or sound that are produced with the articulator more or less close. The consonants are usually according to the place of articulation. The location of the structure is made in vocal tracts such as dental, bilabial, or velar. The manner of articulation in the way in which the obstruction of the airflow accomplish and stop, fricative, approximant, taps, trills, and laterals. And that is my answer. So we can move to the number 4. Vowel is one of segmental sounds. What is vowel and how are vowel sounds produced in terms of manner and place of articulation? Explain your answer. We can start from Nanda Suci Ramadhani. How about you?
There are 2 main ways in which manner of articulators in vowel is shaped is tongue height and lips posture.
Wow, that's excellent answer. And how about your Devi?
My answer is vowel or vowel sounds are spoken language characterized by open the vocal cords so that no air or a pressure collect over the glottis. Williamson G. 2015 August that the production of vowel sound in English, both American or British, involves the mind in continuous mouth openness, tongue elevation position, lip shape, and the long leg. The place of articulation refers to what speech tools are needed to produce vocal sound consistent of the only mouth, tongue, and lipstick. On the other hand, the way of articulation here refers to how the speech organ function to produce vocal sound in the train of like, phrases, and writing. It's my opinion.
In my opinion, vowels in speech human sounds in which of the flow of air from the lungs through past the mouth, which function a resonant chamber with minimal obstruction and without audible friction. The place of articulation refers to that area in one of resonating cavities, larynx and mouth, where the articulator are opposing of some kind or obstacle is passing of air and to articulate a vowel sound. The tongue, jaw, and lips are placed to create a tube between mouth, larynx and lips. I'm sorry for my answer.
No, that's good answer.
And we move to the last question. Another sound which is found in human language is suprasegmental sounds. What are suprasegmental sounds? Please explain your answer by describing the kinds of the sounds. How about Shrifana Devi?
Oh, and my answer, suprasegmental sounds refers to aspect to pronunciation to go beyond the production of individual segmental sounds. For example, stress in information in individual word in the phrases or sentences according. Yes, that's my opinion. I don't know what.
Yeah, that is opinion from Shrifana Devi. And I think it's cool. And how about Nanda Suci Ramadhani?
But for me, suprasegmental feature are speech articulate are attributes that accompany consonant and vowels but which are not limited single sounds and often extend over syllables, words, and phrases.
And I think we have a little bit same answer in my answer. Suprasegmental is also called prosodic features. Prosodic features in phonetics is a speech features such as stress, tone, or word juncture that accompanies or is aid over consonant and vowels. These features are not limited to single sounds, but often extend over syllables, word, and phrases. Yeah. And I think it's from me. So that's all from our group today. And before we close this discussion, let me say Alhamdulillah together. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Okay, final word from group 2. Thank you and sorry when there are many mistakes from our answer. Thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Happy watching guys.